What I'll for that is number 17. Pertinent portions of that document, Your Honor, indicates that it is within the Jefferson District, shown on map 10, at parcel number 3.1. Jefferson District tax district is reflected as being part of Manchester District 3. And that would conclude my presentation. Mr. Bradley.
Thank you very much. Let us deal with these exhibits. The court has already ruled in regard to exhibits 1 and 2. Those were admitted. Exhibits 11 and 14 have been admitted with the proviso stated on the record. Is there any objection, Mr. Payton, to the remainder of the exhibits submitted by Mr. Carey?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All of the marked exhibits from 1 through 18 will be admitted into evidence for our purpose here today.
That would conclude my evidence or argument in support of our motion for summary judgment.
Thank you, Mr. Carey. All right, Mr. Payton, I understand that you need to do further work and have additional consideration to present your full response. Do you wish to preserve that in its entirety, or do you wish to present a partial response today?
Briefly today, Your Honor, I would say that these exhibits, as it relates to Commissioner Vance, I think the court needs to be aware, and our response will include the fact that there was a county commissioner named Buster Stiles who died recently in office, and that's how Mr. Ramey became a county commissioner, who was clearly a resident of District 3. Commissioner Vance was elected twice and served concurrently with Mr. Stiles without objection until the time Mr. Stiles was dead as a representative of the Laurel Hill District. He was identified on the ballot in 2006 as county commissioners has to be as a candidate from Laurel Hill District. We think that's relevant with regard to our position. If he lives west of the divide between Mud River, I mean, you can say all you want to about these overlays, but the description, I mean, it was done by a surveyor, Bruce Hager, but the description says, beginning at the confluence of the Lincoln and Boone County line and the dividing line between districts 3 and 5. That identity defines itself. There is no, just as, well, here's the line, and it starts here. I would find anybody to go to the Boone Lincoln County line and find where the spot is. Then the line is defined as traveling in a northwesterly direction following the ridge. It separates the Guyandotte River drainage from the Mud River drainage. And, we believe we're entitled to develop our position on where that is. It's not been surveyed. And a 27-year-old map has been overlaid over the topographic map was a sealable city. And that's what we want to develop. I do think it's important that and this is a really serious issue because we have votes in the county commission probably allocating money. If it's 2-1 and both of the commissioners live in District 3, there may well be an issue about whether some of the contact with the county commission, this county's business has been along. I don't know. But we'll address that in our response.
All right, and you'll submit appropriate affidavits to support your position?
Yes, sir, we would.
Very well. You have the full opportunity as provided by the rule to respond to the motion, and certainly I'll afford you that opportunity.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, it appears then that insofar as the motion for summary judgment is concerned, we've gone as far as we can go. Counsel, we are not completed, obviously, and Mr. Payton shall have the opportunity to develop his full response. As we discussed earlier, we may be able to return for a hearing before our trial. That is sort of unlikely in view of Mr. Carey's plans. I don't want to disturb anybody's vacation, and I understand that he will be gone next week. So we perhaps can develop it by telephone if you wish to do that. That's a little bit risky, and I don't like to conduct hearings by telephone if I can avoid it, but we've got a truncated time frame to deal with, and we may have to do that. Our other option is to devote part of our first day of trial to the conclusion of this motion. Any comment as to procedure in this regard?
Your Honor, I will be back the full week before the 16th. I'll be available for a subsequent hearing on this matter, Your Honor, at that time. I suggest to the court that the parties could come to the court in Raleigh, if that would be a preferable alternative, Your Honor. I think it is something worthwhile to try to get resolved before the hearing, so that we don't take up the time that's going to be necessary to conclude that portion of the case. And since it is also dispositive of one of the contestees, it would eliminate perhaps waste of resources in regard to the second proceeding. But I would make myself available at any time of the court's availability that week before the hearing to conclude this matter.
All right. I appreciate that willingness, and would you do the same?
Yeah, I concur, Your Honor. Actually, it would be much better for me if we did come to the court that week. I've got to be down in Blacksburg, Virginia, take that Christiansburg, take that position on Thursday. So if we could come to the court one of the days before, maybe on Wednesday, that would be right on my way. Actually, I'm planning to go to the State Bar Association meeting and vote for White Salt for that.
Okay. Let's do this. I don't tamper with my schedule. My secretary has full authority to deal with that, and I'm reluctant to take her book and mess with it at all. Will there be someone in your office, Mr. Carey, perhaps Mr. Pope, that would have authority to engage in a conference call next week so that we can select a proper date for you folks to come back?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's arrange then to make a conference call, and Mr. Payton, I'll put the onus on you to do that next week. Do you have any idea what day or time would be agreeable with you?
Well, I'll be in, Monday's a bad day, but it's got a mediation that starts early in the morning, probably the last most of the day. And Wednesday, we've got a full day of appointments. So probably Tuesday afternoon or Thursday, Tuesday afternoon would be the best.
How about Tuesday, that's August the 3rd at 9 a.m.?
That's fine.
If you'll arrange to set up a conference call with my office, and perhaps Mr. Pro can be on the other end of that, and we'll just select a hearing date exactly to conclude this motion for summary judgment.
That'd be great.
Thanks very much.
All right. Is there anything further that we can do today, Council?
Mayor Arnold, please.
Let me thank you for your consideration and courtesies shown to the court. I hope we can continue in this fashion. I note that I have Judge Coke's giant gavel here that is 3 times bigger than the ordinary gavel, and I won't hesitate to use it if I have to, but hopefully I won't have to.
Well, when Mr. Payton and I reached the point where we disagree, Your Honor, we'll just go outside.
That sounds good.
Make the sheriff take his gun.
Thank you very much. We are concluded.